Hello there, Claude. Great to excuse me. Great to see you send in your work in. Let's go. Intellectual property policies were created to prevent people from stealing ideas. Good. Without these laws, inventors would not have any recognition for what they created. Therefore, in my opinion, they enhance imagination and has a purpose in society. Is there a problem in that sentence? And have a purpose in society. So we discuss how such laws represent recognition of achievement and how they provide an incentive for people to achieve high standards. Good. Firstly, copyright laws encourage artists to think outside the box. That's as a security. If their work is stolen, they will be able to bring the culprit to court. Okay, so we've got an additional argument here. This one's about the creativity, and this one's about security and justice. So we could just put, furthermore, comma, it acts as a security, okay, just building up these points. Recent research has shown that 95% of song authors that sue for breach of copyright were successful. Therefore, they were able to be compensated for their work that was copied by a third party. Good vocabulary, third party. These laws assure that if their work is stolen, the workers, the original producers, the writers, the songwriters, the authors, the composers, we could have been a little bit more specific here, still get some recognition for their effort. Good. Okay, so here it is clear, okay, it is clear that you're referring to the rules or this idea of copyright, but let's just make it clear, and likewise let's make it clear here as well. Okay, this way there's no ambiguity. Let's go. Secondly, these laws provide people with an incentive to give the best of themselves to produce exquisite pieces of art. Okay, that's good. It would be good if we did hedge though. These laws usually or often are famous for providing people with an incentive, okay? Because there's copyright laws in England, but not everybody is producing exquisite pieces of art, so that's why we have to hedge it. Without any regulations, anyone could claim that a painting or sculpture is their own, when in fact they stole it. Okay. For instance, a retrospective study conducted by the University of Melbourne showed that most sculptures and paintings in the Middle Age had unknown creators because several people were claiming the artwork. Good. Thus, with the advent of intellectual property laws, no one apart from the creator can claim the work. Genius. Excellent. So here I would just briefly mention this and talk about society. Yeah. Comma. And this undoubtedly benefits society. Okay? I'll just mention society again, just to remind the examiner that we're going to get full points for task response, yeah? Alright, in conclusion, copyright laws act as a motivation for artists to usually, or most likely, or commonly, yeah? Hedging, again, as a motivation for artists to perform at the best and refrain. No, we can't say refrain. It's better to say, to write 5 sentences out with refrain, get used to it, and then send it to me, okay? Those sentences along with your new essays. It's better for artists to perform their best and prevent. Okay, so here, because the subject is here, yeah? For artists to perform their best and focus on their own work. Okay, what I'm saying is here is the subject, if we've got it linked. Okay? So we can do that, but here, and refrain people and stop people, but who is the actor in this part? It can't be the artist. Okay, so we just have to remind the examiner. In conclusion, copyright laws act as a motivation for artists to perform at their best and and they also prevent people from stealing someone else's work. Saxon genitive. Consequently, these regulations benefit society as a whole. Fantastic. Good work. Good work there. Dash response was wonderful. Did get mixed up with the subject near the end. It's not a serious issue, but remember to check for that mistake next time. And also, just review the use of prevent and stealing from, just to get it clear in your mind. So research how to use those online. Let's go. Let's see. Looks a little bit over the word count. Okay. Yeah. So, if you're struggling to meet the word count, then you want to start practicing writing shorter essays. And also if you're struggling for time, you want to start writing smaller essays, shorter essays. 165, 150 ideally, and then the time it takes you to write less, you use to check for mistakes. Yeah? Let's go. The bar chart illustrates the proportion of energy sources from 4 food products for British men, 3 different age groups. Good. Most of the caloric intake for males between 0 to 24. Okay, from 0 to 24 is fine. Or from 0 to 24 years. Okay. We don't need years or the whole length of version. Come from dairy products, which stand at approximately 43%. Good. With the vegetables both comprise exactly 20% of consumption, comma, whereas pulses stand at around 17%. Good. Tip. I would have mixed those together and just said compromise meat, vegetables, and pulses make up roughly between 17 and 20%, or 20% and 17%. Okay? We're going to get points for grouping the information, for selecting it, and avoiding mentioning everything on the chart. In the next group, comma, 25 to 50, half of their energy sources come from meat and nearly a quarter from dairy. Good sentence. Vegetables and pulses are responsible for 15 and 10% respectively of their energy sources. Good. We could have just put respectively full stop. That would have been enough. On the other hand, we don't use because that's to show different points of view, which means it's going into the subjective. We want to keep this objective, so we would just say, in addition, males over 50, comma, or for males over 50, comma, pulses made up nearly 65% of their caloric intake, while meat, no capital M, P, or V, or D, yeah? While meat provides them with a fifth of their energy. Dairy and vegetables are responsible for 25% of their consumption, with the former being at 15 and the latter at 10. Good. Overall, the main energy sources in the 3 age groups vary considerably. Dairy, meat, and pulses. Capitalization among the highest and the youngest. Pulses the highest and the youngest. Gotcha. Right, okay, now it makes sense. I read it all. So good work there, good work. Capitalization is going to be an issue. Remember what I said about the time limit? Alright, everything else was really good. Well done for grouping the information. I want you to keep doing that. And well done for keeping the percentages in one sentence and the written fractions in another sentence. So you're doing really good, Patrick. I want you to keep writing. So the next stage now, implement all the corrections that you've heard. Tell me about the corrected essays, the error list, your new error list, and write the 2 new essays, and then check those for mistakes and knowledge you've learnt or acquired through the video. Okay? And check it with your error list. Okay, buddy? Have a good day.